New tonight, a local father is grieving the deaths of his wife and teenage son. The two were murdered late last month in Gwinnett County.
Fox 5's Alex Whitler spoke exclusively to the father, who says another child was home at the time and was spared.
Atif Muhammad says it's a miracle his 8-year-old son was unharmed during a shooting that left his mother and older brother dead at the end of March. But he says he's concerned about the child's mental health, considering he was there when loved ones found the victims. In an instant, this large, tight-knit family was ripped apart.
Atif came to me by way of, actually through a text message. He sent me a text letting me know what happened to his family. And once I found out about that, I was just totally in shock. I was like, man, are you serious? And, you know, he told me a little bit about it, and I just became engulfed into, you know, everything that he told me.
Isaac actually introduced me to Atif. He told me that, hey, we got a dad here. His wife was murdered. His son was murdered. He needs a support system. So we need to like bring the brothers together and the sisters together. Yeah, we need to do something. We need to take action and do something.
In general, we try to help dads be the best fathers they can be in the lives of their children. And we recognize that they come to us with a whole host of issues, whether it is child support, baby mama drama, can't find a job, whatever. But far too often, guys come to us with much more complex issues.
So when I first got the opportunity to talk to Atif, it was, you know, man, he cried a lot. You know, I sympathized with him a lot, and I was just in total shock. Like, how could someone enter your home without any regard to human life and just take a life, 2 lives? One of the first things, in my opinion, that I thought Atif would need was just an ear to listen to. You know, someone could just be there to just hear his story. You know, he talked about his son not being able to sleep. You know, his son would stay up literally till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning until the sun came up. And he was just overwhelmed with grief, knowing that there was a stranger in his home that took the life of his parent, his brother. And so I sat there and I listened, and I just listened. And if he asked me something specifically, I gave him an answer. But for the most part, I just wanted to be there, just to be that ear for him, because he needed it. At that time, he needed it.
I'm so excited for you guys. I can't even stop smiling. Yeah. If I didn't have to be here with my boys for basketball tonight, I would have been right there.
Man, you don't even know, like, I'm going to tell you, I had a lot of nights that I didn't smile, but I'm smiling tonight. I'm smiling tonight.
The most difficult part, anytime you're helping somebody that's been through something that horrific, is getting past the emotional piece so that you can have a rational conversation and come up with like practical solutions, because they're not operating from a place of our reality. They're operating from a place of their reality, you know, in a place of trauma that no matter how much you try to stand in his shoes or his family's shoes, we could never. You know how you can say, I can only imagine what it feels like. Like, that's all you can really do is imagine what it feels like and try.
This day is special because
Wait, no, we're in it now? Like today? Like we can stay here. Oh.
I love what I do. I love to be able to, there's no price you can pay for what I do here at Fathers Incorporated, because it's what I love. You know, giving back to our brothers, this brotherhood, those shout outs, those hugs, you know, the love that we bring, you know, all the other brothers, the sisters, you know, we love what we do, and I'm excited to see where this relationship goes.
Man, so thank you guys, thank you. I really appreciate it. She had no idea, as y'all can see. I can't believe I pulled it off. I can't believe I pulled it off. Look at her, they following me like little ducklings.
The joy that it brings to me, Kenny, being a case manager, is just that thing that people show me, that gleam in their eye. That's the reward for me, because it means that this is where we started. This is where Atif started. He started with loss of life, not knowing what his next moves were going to be. He reached out to Fathers Incorporated. We laid out a blueprint for him, and now this is the end of the blueprint.
I'm just so happy that, you know what I mean? Like, wow, my son can grow up here, y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is his house. Mm-hmm. You know, my daughters. You know, my children y'all haven't even met yet. My grown-up children that aren't here. You know.
What struck me about Atif was just his perseverance. Even though he had just lost his beloved wife, his beloved son, he wasn't willing to stop. You know, he consistently contacted me. You know, throughout the week, we would text, we would talk on the phone. He always wanted to know what the brothers was doing. Hey, Isaac, can you tell me something that the brothers are doing? I want to be involved. You know, I need to get my kids out the house. So I would let him know that we would be doing Daddy Power Hour. You know, he could jump on the Zoom with us. You know, if we was doing Men's Den, he could jump on the Zoom with us there. And then when we started to meet at Pittsburgh Yards, I wanted to be able to give him that option for us to be able to vibe in person. You know, it's something about that in-person contact that is different versus talking on the phone or being on a Zoom call. You know, that human element that people need.
Securing a home for the children was utterly the most important thing that I had to do, you know. But it's still step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. The house is the first thing. Thank God for the house. Thank God for the house. Now I can move on to step 2 with confidence.
Fathers Incorporated, it's not just an agency. It's not just you know, another pop-up. It's almost like a pop-up shop, non-profit that a lot of people have. We're actually a family and like a brotherhood. So I think just like with any family going through something, when you have that support from your family or brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever it is, I think that's where we came in. Because when he saw those brothers on that call, even though we were on Zoom, I mean, that made his day, and it made it easier for him to sort of operate in the reality that he needs to be in so that he can move forward. You know what I'm saying? Fathers Incorporated came through like a Mack truck, okay? And we were able to help carry some of that heavy lifting, you know, and just connect. And we met him where he was, and we meet all of our clients where they are, and that's what makes us so unique.
The reason I'm so happy about that connection is because when Tracy called me or whoever called me, she cared.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was not fast talking me.
Yep.
Right.
She wasn't like trying to get some type of clout or whatever. Like she really cared, and I could tell in her voice that she cared.
You know, as ironic as it sounds, he's probably the first, and I've been helping people for a long time, but he's one of the first that tried to help me even in his trauma.
What other brothers should glean from this experience, in my opinion, is know that you have someone that has your back. You know, it's all the time I hear, man, I never heard of a program like this. I didn't know they had programs like this out here.
What other fathers should learn from this experience: savor each moment you have with your children, with your wife, your spouse, significant other, whatever it is. Like, savor every single moment you have. Never take them for granted. And this came directly from Atif.
So I heard Demario Davis, who's a linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, who just had his 5th child. His wife just had their 5th child. And he was talking about the experience, and he said, as long as you chase perfection, along the way, you'll catch excellence. And that's what this work is about. Keep chasing perfection, keep chasing perfection.
We're here. We're here. Yes. This is our house. Welcome home.
Congratulations.